Hey everybody, it's your radio pal Wes Nessman, and we're going to talk about one of the roads to hell, and that would be the Walmart checkout line. First, for Steph, hope you're having a good day at corporate. Now, I know some of you are going, what could he possibly tell me that I haven't already experienced there? Well, I think I have a couple things to add. First off, I'm going through the Walmart stealthy, no basket, because that's the way you do it. I grabbed like 3 items. That's all I needed. It was just a quick thing, man. And it's like a regular part of the day. It's like 5 or 6. So I go to the self-checkout line. And out of nowhere, this chick jumps in front of me like this. Whoosh, sir, we're closed here. We're closed here. And I'm like, whoa, hey. I mean, she's coming at me like I'm coming in hot. Or storming the beaches of Normandy. And she's one of those giant X's meant to keep me out. I'm like, oh, hey. It's cool. So I look over and I see what you guys are used to seeing and complaining about all the time. 25 cash registers, 2 open lanes. I don't even know how low I could hang my head at this point, just going, you know, the first mistake you ever make is when you think, I'm going to make a quick trip to Walmart. There is no such thing. It's like Bigfoot. It doesn't exist, or we haven't found it yet. But I get in the 20 items or less lane. Now, here we go. First off, we can't call this an express lane. 20 items is not an express lane. That's a pretty serious amount of shit right there. You should have a little amount of shit line, a medium amount of shit line, and your jumbo amount of shit line. I mean, something like 10 and under, 20 and under, and 50 and over or something. But this would make the standard Walmart customer's head explode, so I understand why they don't complicate things. But let's not call 20 items a fucking express lane. It's not. So even then, things are going slow by Walmart standards. And I mean like this. Bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep. So I'm like, I'm just, you know, I'm frustrated as hell, and I'm listening to what's going on. Well, guess what line I got into? Not only was it the 20 items or less, it was the we're training a new checker line. That's right. Now here's a question for you. Walmart is a big, giant, billion-dollar company. Probably got more employees than anybody else in the world. Why the fuck do they not have a cash register in the back to train people on? Makes perfect sense to me. Train them in the back, get them ready, then put them out front. Seriously. She's checking out his stuff. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. And then he puts beer up there. And guess what I get to experience? First time she's ever carded somebody. So the two, she of course has a little manager there who's second guessing what little shit she does know. They go through the card. They finally get through this, which takes forever. Check out a couple more items. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. He decides he needs cigarettes. That's fine. I ain't going to hate. I used to smoke. But guess what the checker does? Checks his ID for a second fucking time. I don't even know what was possibly going through her head at that point. I need to see your ID again, sir. So, you think things have gotten pretty bad, right? No, they haven't. Because then he starts pulling fruit out of his basket. This is a checker's head when they get an item that doesn't have a fucking code on it that they can scan, that they have to look up. Their heads explode. It's mass chaos. It's the apocalypse. There's buildings burning all around inside their head because this guy brought fruit. This guy finally gets done. You know, at this point, I need a shave, man. Next guy gets up. He's got a reasonable amount. Here's a good citizen. He's got about 8 items. He should have been in the not much shit line if there was one. They check his stuff and it starts going pretty good. Beep, 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 beep. She gets it done, and I'm thinking, man, we're finally making progress. Good for you, girl. And she goes, I'm going to have to do all this again. And she calls her little manager, trainer over, and the lady looks over at the guy and says, sir, if you wanted to do tax exempt, you should have told us before she checked you out. And he goes, I was just trying to use my debit card. So it took them about 5 minutes to figure out that little Missy at the cash register just dragged a fucking knuckle across the wrong button or something. So I finally got out of there, and fortunately with not too much rumpelstiltskinning. And yes, I just made up a word called rumpelstiltskinning, because you go in young and you come out really fucking old. That was my Walmart experience. Checked the guy for ID twice, threw the beer up there, tax exempt problem, waved down at the friggin' self-checkout. I'd like to hear what's happened to you that can top that. You guys be awesome to each other.